So what I've mentioned thus far really is intimacy as we move through the day with the moments, being here for our breath or for the rain, or when we're walking from place to place, feeling our bodies as we're moving, not living in a virtual reality. So intimacy with aliveness. And I mentioned the intimacy that can be when we, or that we kind of block when we're with each other. Now, what I'd like to mention is that our capacity to tolerate the pulls away from intimacy. So we have these pulls, our restlessness and our anxiety and busy mind and impatience. Our capacity to tolerate that and go, okay, come back, and then show up in a relationship or show up during the day is very related to our relationship with our caregiver as an infant. So now we go into the realm of psychology. It's strongly affected by the infant caregiver bond, okay? So we're social creatures. We know that. We're at the core. And our brain development is directly impacted by the quality of attunement that we received. And attunement means the capacity of our caregiver to be present, to notice what's happening, and to respond with care. Does that sound familiar? Because these are the basic capacities of a meditative attention. If our caregiver had enough of that, to notice when we were wet, we needed to be changed, or when there was some kind of sense of anxiety or fear, or maybe what would be soothing and calming in a tone of voice, or when we needed to be held, or when we needed space. If there was some resonance, some sense of attunement like that, then we grow to have some trust in our belonging, that we matter, that there's some larger beingness that we're part of. If not, there's more of an acute sense of separation, more need to defend, and our tendency, instead of really going for intimacy with others, is to find substitutes, because we don't think it's going to work out. Rather, we think it's going to hurt. Does that resonate for you? Yeah. So, if we don't have good attunement, there's a difficulty in trust. And the substitutes that we go for, we're familiar with. I've sometimes called them false refuges. False not meaning bad, just meaning they don't deliver intimacy really. So we'll go, the most obvious ones and most early is food, something that soothes. Now it doesn't really give us a sense of connection and belonging, but it soothes temporarily, right? And then we go for certain kinds of relationships that are more dependent, or relationships where we have power, because power dependency gives us a taste of being involved, but it doesn't really deliver. And we go for achievements. If we can prove ourselves worthy, then maybe we can find our way to intimacy. As we know, to the degree that our lives are organized